It was 4:40 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon. The CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, had an important presentation the following morning with the CEOs and then the board directors and other executives. And due to a reason or two with other schedules, he was unable to prepare his presentation as expected. And time was also against him. And the best he could do is to copy part of the company information into AI, and under 5 minutes, he had his presentation was ready for the morning meeting with the other executives. No alarm sounded because he closed the browser. No alarm sounded, nothing crashes, and no antivirus notifications will also pop up. But the security team had no idea what tool has been used on the system. And this brings an important question, or raise an important question. That is, what happens when employees started using AI faster than organization can govern it? You're welcome to the Cybersecurity Technology Simplify. And today, our theme is Shadow AI. I'm Kinkwashi. Stay with me and let's see what we have for you. What I have before me is a Shadow AI refers to broadly to AI tools, okay, applications, plugin agents, or services being used within an organization without organization's proper approval or visibility or governance. If I want to put in a simple term, okay, it's about when employees are using some agents of AI, some browsers, some third-party extensions, okay, using in organization when organization has not actually approved its usage or has control over how can be governed. That's basically about what we talk about shadow AI. All right. And I know most of the time it happens in our organizations when we secretly use some AI applications, okay, or tools to do other works which organization have not approved those softwares for usage. And there are so many reasons why this is very important, because some organizations actually make their employees aware that there are particular things due to confidentiality. So another important question is, why would somebody use shadow AI? Most of the time, employees don't have that negative thoughts or bad intention for using some unapproved AI applications or softwares. Basically, they use those things to make their work faster. Okay, maybe summarize, or maybe a report faster, maybe write content very faster, maybe to write a report faster, maybe to write code, translate some content, okay, create presentation and solve some more difficult tasks are some of the reasons why they use these tools. Okay, but the important question here is, what kind of information are these people feeding the system or the AI tools with? That's the most important question, because some organization, due to confidentiality, okay, issues, it's not everything, or sensitive what issues. It's not everything that has to be be sent to the net or probably known by other persons outside of what organization. Due to security issues or reasons, some things must be remain in one organization without being shared with any other person. So the question is, if you look at the storyline about the CFO, what kind of information did he copy and fed what the AI with to generate the report? I know once those things goes, it goes and sit on database somewhere, somebody's what data center. And the question again is, who is managing the data center? and what are they using information there for. So if this person probably has sent probably sensitive information about maybe some financial strategy or whatever it is about a company that is supposed to be known by only the top managers or executive or board of directors alone of the organization. And it has, due to time constraint, it has fed the AI with this information and it's gone. Which means that organization actually is a system, but its sensitive information is somewhere else. So it's not about using the AI that is bad. Yes, it's helping almost everyone in doing their work, but the question is what kind of information is these systems or these software systems are being fed with? This is the most important question. So if you are an organization, you need to know what kind of tools your workers are using. Has there been any approved tools or browsers or softwares that these workers are supposed to be using or not? Because if not, some information that's supposed to remain in the organization alone will be out there without you knowing. Who knows? Attackers are always around trying to find a way to what security system and break the system and then cause distraction or compromise what systems. So if you chance on this, who knows what happens? So information that's being fed the AI is what is the most important thing, but not the use of the AI itself, because it's helping to get other works done what faster. Okay, and then what you're trying to put or push productivity what faster. So very important to use the AI, but as organization or as individual, know what kind of information you are feeding these systems with. Because if not, you're going to pose a threat or risk to you as an individual or organization some days to come. So what are some of the things that can go wrong when employees feed system or software applications or let's say AI with information that they're not supposed to be doing that? Okay. One, when sensitive information was exploit or exposure. Okay. So when employee maybe mistakenly submit customers what database or information or source code or credentials or sensitive what materials to an AI services that has not got approved. So just imagine your customer base has been what fed by AI. Something supposed to be known by whole organization or kept by organization. See where this has appeared. And next thing is about loss of what visibility, which means that the security team or the organization will actually be there in operation, but they don't have an idea what kind of tools these workers are using in doing their work and what kind of information they are being shared. You get it? So it's actually what bring about loss of what visibility. Security team and organization or executives who might not know what tools or security tools talking about AI tools that employees are using secretly that has not been approved or governed by what organization. All right. The next thing is about compliance with problems. Yes, their organization may have legal or contractual privacy or regulation what obligation that affect or how information what can be what processed. Yes, in every jurisdiction, okay, when every continent or every country, okay, there are ways or how information or data or people or customers, okay, are supposed to be processed. It's not everything that can be what be in the hands of a third party. Do you get it? So if your organization, when, for instance, your database or customer database probably is being fed into an AI, just imagine the customer information are out there somewhere. So when there's a breach, okay, in your organization, your compliance, okay, is going to go against you. Legal organizations or authorities will come against you for breaching what your data. and you're going to pay fines, and the amount of money we're going to pay as a business class, when we even sell the whole business, you're unable to even get that amount of money, and which might cause a lot of what reputation and financial loss, and then probably you stop being operating. All right. And next thing is about third party what risk. Organization may depend what on external what AI provider without having what proper what evaluated its security what and your privacy what controls. So sometimes okay, some of the third parties okay AIs okay even their own security classes are not up to standard probably. So feeding this kind of AIs with sensitive what information or confidential information, just imagine what happens to your business. All right. And excessive permissions. Okay. So AI model systems go beyond what answering questions, just answering questions. So AI agents may connect application, cloud services, data store, and other tools. Okay. And these are things that AI can even go ahead of time to do. Look at it. Now you don't just only answer questions. They can go to the extent, go to the net, go and search things. I think recently we heard about AI that was given a task and it has to go and break an organization what securities and steal information and come and perform other action. So now they go beyond just asking them questions and just answering. They go beyond that one. So it's very important as an organization, you know what kind of AI or extensions, what tools that you are using in organization. That must be policies and rules and regulations that as we organization, these are some of the tools that we have approved due to okay, we know our level, we know our security, we know we have studied them and we know about them that their security controls are what are very good, they are very high on that so at least we can trust. So you have to approve that, let your workers or your employees would be aware, right from the top executives to the last person probably employed today. Everybody must follow what the principle, the rules, and what's regulation, so that organization can be what safe towards operation. Because who knows what's being fed by the system. If not tomorrow, your entire business be at risk. Thank you very much, and I hope going forward you know what tools we use and what kind of information you're supposed to put there. Even if it's you personal, your personal information has not or has nothing to do with extension or AIs if not needed. Thank you very much and stay blessed. See you another time.